Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here at 29. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Slam.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Great play there. 67 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Second and 9.
What's left? I'm coming. 57's Mike. Four down. Blue Dan.
Here's Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nearly another interception. There, that would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Wilson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Wilson. Buying time to his left. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go play action with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Riggs. 6 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
On first down, Freeman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Game situation. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll give this to Moss running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Switch, switch, switch. Back, back, back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Move. 4 down. Good job right there. Good job right there. Out. Well.
Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Target. Check. Hey, watch it. Check 31.
On second down now, it's Weaver. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Check Mike 57.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. No. Check that. We want Mike. Be alert.
Play action. Now Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Mike 46. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check nickel.
Now again, right side. Weaver. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Don't get nervous. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. Let him know. Hey, 0. Hey, check Mike 57.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Let's go.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Check. Check the heartbeat. Tight dog. Hey, 0.
On 2nd down, it's Weaver. He will push his way down to about the 14. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On 3rd down, it's Weaver. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Thomas. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch twist.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Well, as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Wilson on first down. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run here with Moss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Moss again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. if it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how.
And Freeman lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Freeman. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Watch tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike.
Off play action. Freeman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Crunch time, defense.
Back to throw. Freeman. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Off the play fake. Freeman. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
46. 19 Lions. Check smash. Check smash. 46, boys. 46.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. Now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, and the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on. Alert. Single receiver.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Good job right there. Hey, easy.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, alert. You better bring it.
Here's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the 4th quarter. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
60 Bison. Get him. Say. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Shit. Watch twist.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 24. Check 24. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Rig alert. 31. Pick me up. Here we go. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Buffalo 18. 41. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Freeman. And he finds Howard complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Sponge. No. Panther 11. 25. Check 25. Hey, switch gears.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 52. Hey, get in the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. See, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
with Moss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 31, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Weaver. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check 52's the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Zebra.
They'll keep it on the ground. Weaver. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Watch the whip.
On 3rd down, it's Weaver, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a second down. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Blue 15, 36 power, 95, 95.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's get this ball back. Let's go. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Check 43.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Night, sweetheart. Slam. 49. Tempo, set. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Freeman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.